Namaste. Welcome to Love Your Skin Tips by Yolandi. If you're one of my regular viewers, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel and would like to find out on how to love your skin, go ahead and click on that subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified of when new content will be released. Today I'd like to share with you the wonderful world of DIY skincare using a simple yet powerful natural ingredient, coconut oil. This tropical treasure is not only delicious in our dishes, but also offers a myriad of benefits to our skins. Let's explore some DIY skincare recipes with coconut oil. The first DIY coconut oil skincare recipe that I've got is an exfoliating sugar face scrub. It is very nourishing as well as gently exfoliating on the skin. What I will be doing is I'll be using coconut oil that I will mix into a paste with brown sugar and honey. We'll be leaving it on the skin for about 5 to 10 minutes and remove it, adding a little bit of warm water and doing gentle circular motions to help with the exfoliation procedure on the skin. Then we're going to fully remove it with warm water and follow it with our moisturizer specifically for our skin type or condition. Honey is a natural humectant or moisturizer, and it does not clog the pores because it is water-based basically, as well as it has antibacterial properties, so with those suffering with a little bit of breakouts and that, it will really help to soothe your skin. The second DIY coconut oil skincare recipe that I've got here is honey lip scrub. Now this is something that I think all of us will actually benefit from, and it's one area that majority of us actually neglect is our lips. We hardly ever exfoliate them. So what I will be doing is I will be adding coconut oil, honey, sugar, as well as a little bit of lemon juice. Mix it into a little bit of a paste. You would apply this with circular motions gently over the lip area, and you would rinse it with warm water and follow with your favorite lip balm, either whichever lip balms you use, or a little bit of Vaseline or any of that sorts. Now this is very nourishing on the skin, or on the lips at least, and it is also exfoliating and it is brightening. So those of us that's got a little bit of a darker tint in our lips will benefit a little bit from it. Now you won't see results straight away, but doing it on a regular basis, like once or twice a week, you will start to see benefits after a couple of usages. Now once again, honey is very nourishing and moisturizing. And then of course the lemon juice is the ingredient that is brightening and exfoliating on the skin as well. The third DIY coconut oil skincare recipe that I've got is one that I prefer using on the body, and it is a really nice body scrub. So what I would be doing is I would be using coffee grounds, which is coffee beans ground into a fine powder. Now depending on how coarse the coffee beans have been grounded into, if it is on the very fine side, you can use it on the face as well, but otherwise I just find it's a little bit too rough for the skin on the face. So I've got your coffee, then I've got your desiccated coconut, which is your coconut flakes, as well as some coconut oil that you would mix into a paste. Now for the body, you would vigorously exfoliate your body, especially on the inner side of the thighs, the knees and the elbows, which is parts where you would usually get a little bit more darker skin. And then on the outer sides of the hips and the bum area is where we would usually get some cellulite, and this really helps to improve the blood circulation, which in turn help to minimize cellulite in those areas. It really is nourishing and exfoliating on the skin, and it is super refreshing. So if you are someone that's a little bit sensitive to caffeine, I would not recommend doing this in the night because all your senses will be awoken. You'd rather do this in the morning or early afternoon. Otherwise, if you are not sensitive to caffeine, you can go ahead and do it before you go to bed in the evening. Your skin just feels really soft and smooth. You feel nice and fresh. Also, before you start doing the exfoliation on the body, you would do exactly the same as on the face. First, you would do a cleanse, and you would rinse off your cleanser, whichever wash you use, whether it's a bar of soap, whether it's body gel wash. And then you would use your scrub, vigorously exfoliate, you would rinse it off, and then I just usually follow it off with a gentle cleanser afterwards, as sometimes the oil and the coffee leaves a bit of a layer on the skin, especially if you've had a little bit too much of oil. And I just like to remove the excess of it, but not all of it though, so the skin still benefits from the nourishing effects of the coconut oil. The fourth DIY coconut oil skincare recipe that I've got here is a nourishing face mask. Now this is really nice, cool and soothing on the skin. We would be using yogurt, plain yogurt or curds, together with desiccated coconut or dried coconut flakes, coconut oil as well as honey. Now this you would mix into a paste and apply it evenly all over the face. Now this can be a little bit messy because it doesn't really form a nice thick and sticky paste, but it does really help in nourishing the skin as well as exfoliating the skin. So the yogurt actually acts as a gentle exfoliator because it does contain a little bit of lactic acid, and that is also very good for your drier skin types. So it is very nourishing, moisturizing and exfoliating all in one. The honey, of course, once again is antibacterial, and it's also very nourishing and moisturizing on the skin. The coconut flakes or the desiccated coconut actually acts as your exfoliator as well, the physical exfoliation. And then just the coconut oil is very nourishing as well. So we're going to mix it into a paste. We're going to apply it on the skin and leave it on for about 10-15 minutes. Rinse it off with warm water and using circular motions to aid in the exfoliation procedure of it. And then of course follow with your moisturizer, preferably for your skin type and condition if you still feel like you do need, as you won't be washing off this mask with soap. You would just be rinsing it off with warm water. So sometimes the oil does still stay a little bit on the skin, so it does give you that moisturizing effect. The fifth and final DIY coconut oil skincare recipe that I will be sharing with you today is not actually a skincare recipe. It is for your cuticles and nails, also one of the areas that we usually tend to neglect. And it is really simple. All you need is coconut oil. So what you would be doing is you would be warming it up slightly, and you would be massaging the coconut oil in and around your cuticles and over the nails as well. It is really hydrating and nourishing, and as well as moisturizing, antibacterial and antifungal, giving you stronger and longer nails. You can do this 2 to 3 times a day, especially if you find that your cuticles are extremely dry. And what is nice, or one thing that you can actually do as well, is you can add in 2 to 3 drops of tea tree oil into the coconut oil, especially if you do suffer with a little bit of nail fungus or something like that. It will just help to nourish and strengthen the nails. These recipes, except for the cuticle and nail oil treatment, you can do them 2 to 3 times a week, not really more than that, as you don't want to over exfoliate the skin and you also don't want to over mask your skin. Incorporating coconut oil into your skincare routine can help you achieve healthy glowing skin without the need for expensive products filled with chemicals. Remember though that everyone's skin is different. It is essential to do a patch test before using any new product extensively on your skin. So even if it is a natural ingredient, please do your patch test beforehand. In conclusion, nature has provided us with incredible resources for our skincare needs, and coconut oil is undoubtedly one of them. So why not embrace this natural beauty elixir and discover the wonders it can do for your skin? Your skin will thank you for it. Thanks for watching. May your skincare journey be as radiant and healthy as your skin deserves.